we request everybody for the program is as follows. We will have Swasti Bhajan to begin this ceremony. After that, we will have talks from senior devotees. After Swasti, we will invite Srila Prabhupada disciples and Om Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Om Samantabhadya Bhutani Jatavera Shakune Punyamavada Asyakana Swasti Bhavanta Bhavanta Ayushmane Swasti Om Swasti Om Swasti Om Swati Om Shanti Falguna Masa Krishna Paksha Ekadashi Titau Aham Etat Utsavam Karishyamahe Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Patagam Sada Pashyanti Surayah Diviva Chakshurata.
So we welcome everybody to the Mayapur inauguration Gourpurnima festival. On behalf of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami and the Mayapur co-directors, His Grace Bhatvilas Prabhu, His Grace Subhakshana Prabhu, we welcome all the devotees. In little history, in 1971, Srila Prabhupada arranged to buy the first land in Mayapur, the land where we are sitting now, where the long building is, where the lotus building is. And once they bought the land, then they erected that first Srila Prabhupada's hut, bamboo and straw hut, at the end of 71. And then in 72, Srila Prabhupada held the first Gourpurnima festival with the devotees present in Mayapur at that time. And then in 1973, he invited all his disciples to come to Mayapur and participate in the first international Iskcon Gourpurnima festival, which was then held on the 17th of March. So, in other words, 1973, 2023, so this year is the 50th anniversary of the International Iskcon Gourpurnima Festival. Haribo had invited His Holiness Sridhar Swami. So Srila Prabhupada spoke. So I wish that Sridhar Swami may bestow his blessings as he was doing always. Festival is the festival of loving exchanges. We could see that in the ILS, the Iskcon Leadership Sangha, which was happening the past 5 days, wonderful Sangha, where the Iskcon, because they allow us to have Vaishnava association and allow us to increase our attraction for the congregational chanting of the holy name. We, the Mayapur devotees, the co-directors, are your hosts, and we are here to serve you. And if you need anything, please let us know. Gourpurnima Festival ki jai! 50th anniversary of the International Gourpurnima Festival ki jai! Srila Prabhupada ki jai! Gaur Premanande!
Thank you, Hriday Chaitanya Prabhu. So I think we all heard and we all feel very inspired. This is a festival of loving exchanges, so I request everybody to give one big love, Haribol to Hriday Chaitanya Prabhu and all the Haribol! So next speaker.
9 days. Then the last day again the flag will be brought down. The mist festival is over. So this is very important. And here we are celebrating for Gourpurnima. Gourpurnima, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the most merciful incarnation. There is no incarnation as merciful as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I came to Mayapur in the year 1989. That time the crowd was small, not big. Today you see, you got to think before entering the temple. Thousands of people are flocking. You all know that Tirupati, Lord Balaji, he attracts people around the world. Per day, 100,000 people visit the temple. And today I heard around 35,000 people visit Mayapur. And I think once the temple, TOVP is open, I cannot imagine. It will be like Balaji temple, Tirupati, or more than that. The way the crowd is coming from India and around the world, people will be flocking here to see Panchatattva, Radha Madhava, Srila Prabhupada and other deities. So Mahaprabhu has given many instructions. One of the most important instruction is that is Dharmasya Tattvam Nihita Guhayam Mahajana Enagata Pantaha. Follow in the footsteps of Mahajana. We know Srila Prabhupada is a Mahajana. Mahajana is not limited to just 12 people. Right? You think Mahajana means just 12. Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Kumara, Kapilamanu, Prahalada, Janaka, Bhishma, Balil, Vayam, Vayasaki, Vayam. Not limited to 12. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, anybody who follows the principles of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a Mahajana. That means we can see many Mahajanas. That means they follow Srila Prabhupada. He has given pure principles of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Dharmasya Tattvam Nihita Guhaya Mahajanena Garasa Pantaha. You follow in the footsteps of Mahajana. That means you got to hear from Srila Prabhupada and his disciples and other exalted Vaishnavas, regularly hearing. That is the festival. Among all the festivals, it's been said in the scriptures, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam is the biggest festival. So today we got a chance here and we hear from them and purify ourselves. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Gourpurnima Mahotsav ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Hai Gaur Premanande.
Thank you.
Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirdvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyattarashatarine. So it's very wonderful to see so many devotees here in this gathering, coming to Mayapur, so many pilgrims, local, international, from all places. This is the desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said, that the special characteristic of Gourpurnima is bringing the whole world together under the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Prabhupada said in many different occasions that Gourpurnima festival is especially for the leaders of our Iskcon movement to come together and recharge themselves with the spiritual energy, enthusiasm, determination, and dedication that we need to preach this Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Ame Agya, that Ateva Ame Agya Dilun Sabakare Jahan Tahan Premapala Deha Jaritari. He said that his instruction, and that instruction came from here, is that everyone should be engaged in taking the fruits of Premapala, the fruits of love of Godhead, the fruits of love of Krishna, and spread them everywhere. And this is another very important aspect of the Gourpurnima festival, that we can come together and we can gather those fruits and also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said of all the different angas of bhakti, one of the most important essential is sadhu sangha, namakirtan, bhagavata shravana. And that's what we're doing here.
Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Namaste Saraswati Devi
Gauravani Pracharine
Nirdeshe Sasannavadi
Paschatya Deshratane
Sri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Hare Rama Krishna
Yadavaya Namaha
Yoga Govinda Ram
Srimadhusudana
Karati Vachalam
Pangum Rangayate Girim
Tati Patavan Vande Paramananda Madhavam
Chaitanya Vishwaram
Hare Om Tat Sat
Hari Om Tat Sat
Panchakalpatra Rasa Eva Sindhu Devacha Idana Bhavavebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. My respects to all of the devotees present.
So, my respects to all the devotees who are present.
We're observing the Mayapur Gourpurnima festival on the order of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
We are observing the Mayapur festival on the order of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
He said we should all come together in different parts of the world and associate with each other.
He said that we all should come together from the different parts of the world and we all should associate together.
And that this was the United Nations of the spiritual world.
And he said this was the United Nations of the spiritual world.
So, as everything in Krishna consciousness is personal,
As everything in Krishna consciousness is personal,
so this festival is also something personal.
this festival is also something personal.
Putting under the shelter of Garuda.
Putting everything under the shelter of Garuda.
And so all the practices of bhakti, the five most important, are observed in this holy dham.
Of all the practices of bhakti, the five most important, one is to be in the holy dham.
They're observing it.
They are observing it here in the holy dham.
And so they get this rare opportunity to associate with devotees from all over the world.
And we get the rare opportunity to associate with the devotees who are from all around the world.
And I still trying to figure out one time the Dham is not different from Vrindavan. They get 1,000 times the benefit for every activity.
Actually, I was trying to figure out this Dham is not different from Vrindavan, so you get 1,000 times of the benefit for every activity.
But there's another Shastra says if you're in 3 miles of the Ganges, then you get 100,000 times benefit.
Then another Shastra says if you are 3 miles within the radius of the Ganges, you get 100,000 times of the benefit.
100,000 plus 1,000 times, that's like
100,000 times 1,000 times it slaps.
how much is that?
How much is that?
Millions.
Millions.
So anyway, some devotee asked me, so since everything in Mayapur is so much more, we can just spend our time laying down.
So one devotee asked me, since we can spend our time so much more in Mayapur, so we can spend it by laying down.
Oh, you get credit even laying down.
You will get credit for even laying down.
If that's how you want to spend your time in Mayapur, you get some credit.
Okay, if you want to spend your time here in Mayapur like that, you'll even get some credit.
Because laying down is the same as offering pranam anywhere else.
So laying down is same as offering pranams anywhere else.
But if you spend your time chanting, hearing, dancing, taking prasadam, walking,
If you spend your time chanting, hearing, dancing, taking prasadam, walking,
on Brahma,
on parikrama,
and observing the different deity festivals,
and observing the different deity festivals,
when you multiply that by 100,000 times 1,000,
so you can multiply that by 100,000 times 1,000.
and the other occasion is that we want to accumulate as much spiritual credit as we can.
So our reason is we want to accumulate as much as spiritual credit as we can.
But if you want to just pray it for now, then lay down.
If you just want to just pray pranams and lay down,
But obviously, we like to get our maximum benefit.
obviously we would like to get our maximum benefit.
Actually, by taking a step in Mayapur is worth more than a Ashtamedha Yajna.
Actually taking a step in Mayapur, it worth more than an Ashwamedha Yajna.
Directors and I'm very, very grateful to them also for empowering me and our teams to do this prasad service. So today we will launch a very auspicious program. We will be feeding devotees, pilgrims, anybody who comes to Mayapur. We will be distributing few meal, breakfast, lunch and dinner from 9 to 9. 12 months a year, 4 weeks a month, 7 days a week, from morning till evening. Anybody can take a free prasad here in Mayapur. Srila Prabhupada ki! So this is a very big commitment. It will cost us around 3 crores a year to bankroll it, around $400,000, but we are very, very committed. I wanted to thank His Holiness Japataka Maharaj. He really loves to serve everybody. He has been instrumental in inspiring our team of Anadan, Radhapati Prabhu, and other devotees to do that. So please, on this auspicious day, you pray that we will be successful and we will be able to expand it. We have plans since middle of this year. Anybody, we have the co-directors of Iskcon Mayapur, we have 3 goals. One is that anybody who comes and takes darshan gets some prasad. So this is happening for last half year. The people coming out, they get a dona of prasad. This is about 50 lakhs a year. And today we're launching this another program where we will be feeding people from 9 a.m. in the morning to 9 p.m. in the evening in Anadan complex. There will be a very nice menu, very nice menu. All of you are also welcome to come and try. I give your feedback to us how we can improve the quality of the prasad. So please pray that we will be successful, and please don't stress about your breakfast because Anadan will be serving prasad here afterwards. So stay till the end of ceremony. Our Anada team will be distributing prasad, so stay till the end. So now Tapan Mishra Prabhu has arrived, even though Rama Rama Hare Hare. Thank you so much.
Right next to Srila Prabhupada, where the TOVP is now, we had a tent erected. And we had 50 devotees there. And that doesn't seem like a lot, but it was a lot, because a few days before, I walked up from the building, which of course was the Bhajan Kutir, to the Yoga Pit. And one of Prabhupada's godbrothers said to me, he said, so how are Jayapataka Swami and Achuchananda Swami? I said, they're good. He said, see, I know your devotees, all of them. I said, we will have more. And so at the time, there was only 2. So it was only a few days later, Srila Prabhupada came here. And very quickly, he had us erect the tent because he right away wanted to lay the cornerstone for this Mayapur project, the Temple of the Vedic Planetarium, because he knew how long it would take us. It's what, 51 years later, and we still have a few years to go, but we need to get there. So Prabhupada used Mayapur as his place of coordination and cooperation. And it's our joint venture project, as Jayapataka Swami was saying, that we all have our own temples, but this is where we get together. So Prabhupada brought all of his godbrothers together that day, and he said, now that we're all together, the disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta, we'll stay together, and we'll do like our spiritual master wanted, and form a governing body and work as one movement. But they didn't do that. But Prabhupada wanted us to do the same kind of cooperation. And I could see from that day and to days in the future that Prabhupada thought of Mayapur, and particularly the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, as his important project. So this is our joint venture where we all need to get together and make sure Mayapur grows, and make sure that in 2 years from now we are opening this Temple of the Vedic Planetarium. And that will be our love, showing Prabhupada how we cooperated together to serve him as one united movement. Great to be here with all of you.
This park is emitting spiritual energy, connection with Srila Prabhupada, so it's a wonderful place. And we know before this was built by Srila Prabhupada, he was staying in the hut by the front of the property. We know this story, but it's an important one for us to remember. As he was there, he pointed to this building, and he said, this hut, this grass hut, this is the mode of goodness. This is the best type of place for Krishna consciousness. He said, this building is the mode of passion. He said, but if we stay here in this hut, who will come? Therefore, we're engaging all of the energy of this world. And we can see from this one building, the Lotus building, the whole Mayapur city is coming up. So each and every one of us should feel that commitment to expand not just the TOVP, which is coming up as we've heard in a few years, but the whole Mayapur city. And it's going to take all of us to make that happen. So that's the way we can focus on serving Srila Prabhupada. But he not only built this place of Mayapur, he actually told us what he wanted to do, what he wanted us to do when we come here, as we heard, glorify Lord Chaitanya, advancing Krishna consciousness. But he also said all the leaders from all around the world should come here every year and discuss one topic. Do you know what that one topic is? Unity and diversity. So as I stand up here, all of us, we're very fortunate to be on the stage because we get to see all of you out there. It's beautiful. The colors, the diversity of devotees from different backgrounds, different, as Mara said, different genders, different languages, different countries. This is the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Prabhupada wanted us to come and talk about unity and diversity. We have diversity. That's easy. So how do we keep unity? That requires work. We all have to dedicate ourselves to that. Was Prabhupada's instruction. Your love for me, as we know, he said, will be shown how you cooperate together.
From anyone else for book distribution, you must bring the book distributors, and right after Mayapur Gourpurnima, they must all go to Vrindavan and see the installation of Lord Balaram and the grand opening of that temple. And from that moment on, it was the Mayapur, then Vrindavan festival, where devotee preachers from all around the world come here after a year of being in the material energy preaching to get completely cleansed and empowered to go back for the next year of preaching and book distribution. Shri Mayapur Festival ki jai, Shri Mayapur Vrindavan Festival ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hari Bol.
Mayapur Devotee Dham ki, Gourpurnima Festival Mahamahotsav 2023 ki, Shamaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Ram Ram Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama 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 Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna. Iskcon headquarter Sridham Mayapure Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur 537তম শুভ আবির্ভাব উপলক্ষে এক মাস ব্যাপী বিভিন্ন অনুষ্ঠানের আয়োজন করা হয়েছে। 7 ফেব্রুয়ারি থেকে 9 মার্চ পর্যন্ত বিভিন্ন অনুষ্ঠান চলবে। বৈচিত্র্যের মধ্যে ঐক্য, নানা ভাষা, নানা মত, নানা পরিধান, বিবিধের মাঝে দেখো মিলন মহান। এই বৈচিত্র্যের মধ্যে ঐক্য এবং সমগ্র বিশ্বের ইস্কনের প্রধান কেন্দ্র শ্রীধাম মায়াপুর আধ্যাত্মিক নবজাগরণের সূচনা শ্রী চৈতন্য মহাপ্রভু সমস্ত বিশ্ববাসীর কাছে যে প্রেম ধর্মের কথা, যে অহিংসার বাণী প্রচার করেছিলেন, পৃথিবীতে আছে যত নগরাদি গ্রাম সর্বত্র প্রচারিত হইবে মোর নাম, সে আদর্শকে কেন্দ্র করে সমগ্র বিশ্বে এই অনুষ্ঠান আদি পালন করা হচ্ছে। বিশ্বের প্রায় 100 দেশ থেকে 5000 বিদেশি ভক্ত এই অনুষ্ঠানে অংশগ্রহণ করেছেন এবং প্রতিদিন লক্ষ লোকের সমাগম হচ্ছে। এখানে 15,000 ভক্তবৃন্দকে নিয়ে নবদ্বীপ ধাম পরিক্রমা হবে এবং সেখানে শ্রী চৈতন্য মহাপ্রভুর স্মৃতি বিজড়িত যে সমস্ত স্থান সেখানে তারা অবস্থান করবেন এবং বিশ্বের বিভিন্ন জায়গাতে শ্রী চৈতন্য মহাপ্রভুর আদর্শ বাণী সেটি প্রচার করবেন। সেই প্রতিজ্ঞা গ্রহণের জন্য বিশ্ববাসীর মানুষ এখানে ছুটে এসেছেন এবং সমগ্র বিশ্বে শান্তির বাণী আমরা চাই, ওয়ার্ল্ড পিস অ্যান্ড হারমোনি, বিশ্ব ভ্রাতৃত্ববোধ জাগরিত হোক, মানুষের মন থেকে হিংসা বিদ্বেষ বিতাড়িত হোক এবং ভারতের যে সনাতন আদর্শ বসুধৈব কুটুম্বকম, সমগ্র বিশ্বের মানুষ এক হোক, শান্তির বার্তা বহন করুক, ওয়ার্ল্ড পিস অ্যান্ড হারমোনি, ওয়ার্ল্ড ইউনিটি, এটি আমাদের শ্রী চৈতন্য মহাপ্রভুর আদর্শ। সেটি প্রচার করার জন্যেই বিশ্বের মানুষ এখানে সমবেত হয়েছেন। রসিকরঙ্গ দাস, ইস্কন মায়াপুর, জনসংযোগ আধিকারিক, নদিয়া।
এই কদিন কি অনুষ্ঠান হবে?
বিভিন্ন অনুষ্ঠান এখানে পালন করা হবে। তন্মধ্যে বিশ্ব বৈষ্ণব সম্মেলন যেটি শুরু হয়েছিল এবং ইস্কন লিডার সংঘ সেটি অনুষ্ঠিত হয়েছে এবং পরিক্রমা হবে, কীর্তন মেলা, শ্রবণ উৎসব, শ্রী চৈতন্য মহাপ্রভুর জন্মতিথি মহোৎসব 7ই মার্চ বিশেষভাবে পালন করা হবে খোলা মঞ্চে। সেখানে জাতি ধর্ম বর্ণ নির্বিশেষেই সকলেই পুষ্পাঞ্জলি দিতে পারবেন এবং তার কাছে বিশ্ব শান্তি এবং কল্যাণের জন্য সেই মুহূর্তটি বিশেষভাবে পালন করা হবে। যারা আসেননি তাদের সাদর আমন্ত্রণ জানাই, এইসব অনুষ্ঠান আদিতে অংশগ্রহণ করুন এবং বিশ্বব্যাপী শ্রী চৈতন্য মহাপ্রভুর আদর্শ বাণী অহিংসার বার্তা পৌঁছে দিন।
আজকে কী কী অনুষ্ঠান হলো?
আজকে আনুষ্ঠানিকভাবে ফ্ল্যাগ হোস্টিংয়ের মধ্য দিয়ে এই উৎসবের সূচনা হয়ে গেল এবং এটি চলবে 9ই মার্চ পর্যন্ত।